Hello again. Well, you know who we haven't seen for quite a while, and he just sort of popped up on the screen? David Axelrod. Yeah, David Axelrod's he was one of Obama's chief advisors. He's sort of taken a back seat for the last couple of years, but he did surface most recently. He came out and he said that he wouldn't have advised Obama to say what Obama said when Obama told the American people that, hey, I'm not on the ballot, and Michelle's happy about that, you know, but you know, my policies are. Well, David said that he would not have advised him to say what he said, especially because all of these Democrats that are coming up for re-election are trying to distance themselves from Barack Hussein Obama and his idiotic, worthless policies. But David did what the Democrats always tend to do. He said, what we should be debating are the policies to try to help the middle class. Hey, David, I got a question for you. What middle class? You mean the middle class that Obama always talked about protecting, like protecting the children? You mean like that middle class and those children? Those children that he's now exposing to various viruses that were brought to America, I believe, by these 75,000 plus illegal children from Honduras, from El Salvador, from Guatemala. Are you referring to those little children? The family that lost their little 4-year-old boy to some respiratory illness? Huh? Are you referring to those children, David? Are you referring to the middle class that pretty much no longer exists thanks to Obama's policies by destroying the full-time jobs of millions of people and replacing them with part-time jobs? Are you referring to that middle class, David? Are you referring to that middle class, David, that's being taxed into oblivion? Is that the middle class you're referring to, David? Because, see, I don't see that the middle class is anywhere to being what it once was, back before Barack Hussein Obama stole the White House with your help, David. Huh? So, David, which middle class are you referring to? Which children are you referring to? I don't know, David, I'm just asking because, you know, I don't see much of a middle class anymore. You know, you talk about the stock market, not you, but the Democrats being as high as it is, and who's making money? A select few. Who's losing money? Well, the people that were once the middle class. So, David, what else are you going to talk about? Huh? You're going to talk about Obama's great policies? His war strategy? Huh? What are you going to talk about, David? Best thing you could do is go back in the closet. That's what I think. And while you're at it, take that far-left freak Democrat with you out of Florida. You know who, don't you? Well, take your choice. They're all far-left freak Democrats. Everywhere. Debbie Wasserman Schultz was the one I was referring to in Florida. Like you, David, she just reappeared after a 2 or 3 year sabbatical. They pull out the garbage to waffle the odor, to allow the odor to waffle in the nostrils of the Democratic voters. Huh? I like that. That's sort of pretty cool of me to come up with that. So, David, how do you plan to protect a non-existent middle class? How do you plan to protect the children that have been hospitalized and the children that either have died or will soon die from an unknown respiratory illness that Barack Hussein Obama allowed to come across our borders? What borders, David? There aren't any borders. It's wide open, isn't it, David? Ah, come on, David. You're all sick. You were a little commie raised as a commie. Just like Obama was raised like a radical extremist Arab Muslim communist. That's what I think, David. I'm waiting for your response, David. Huh? Might I expect to receive it? I highly doubt it.